Hello, my name is Emmanuel, and today I'm going to be doing an introduction for my 1998 528i BMW. This is a May 18th, 98 production date, so it is the M52 engine. It is pre-facelift, as you can tell, although it's a little dark. I did take out the license plates just in case. In any case, this is my car. I got it when I was 19. Now I just turned 21. And I've been doing a lot of work to it. As you can see, the lights, they are not OEM, they're not stock, but they're also not OEM. I got them off of eBay, some cheap ones for about $120 with the halos and whatnot. Really liked them, I got them. I couldn't really afford the BMW brand, so I went with these. It's very minimally invasive in regards to the wiring, but yeah, I got those two. The bumper, or I should say the paint on this car is not the best, unfortunately. As you can see, it has a lot of chipping, and it's more so the fact that the people who painted it, I think about 5-6 years ago, I don't know, before I had it, they painted over the trim. Yeah, this is dirty, I get it, it's where the license plate is, but yeah, they painted over the trim, which I know you're not supposed to, but it is what it is. It does have the, I think, facelift M5, or just the M5 grille. Yeah, I found a pair on a car in the junkyard, so I just thought I'd slap them on there. In any case, to showcase the exterior of the car, it's not in the best condition. The rims, they're in pretty bad shape. The clear coat is peeling off. I really love the rims, but like I said, they're not in the best shape, especially this one. I think this one's in the worst condition. Did get those little ones. Thought they were cute. In any case, it does have a rust problem on all the jack points. This one is kind of collapsing. One time I tried to lift it from there and it started to crack. This one is the only one that has actually held its integrity, although of course I still wouldn't put my bets on it, but I have lifted it up from there several times with no issues. This one has encountered some issues, of course. Would not try to lift it up from there. And then this one in the back actually did collapse, and if you notice, apart from the rust, yes, this is not attached. So I'd say that is probably the worst rust issue that this car has. Again, I know a lot of people would say, well, it's probably it's a trash car or whatnot. I'm just kind of holding on to it, hoping that, one way or another, I'll be able to fix it someday. And maybe, just be able to hold on to my car for a lot longer. I really love the car. I think it looks great. I think it runs great. And I know I can make it run better. But yeah, those are the issues right there. It does have some rust back here as well. My uncle does do body work. He said he could fix that, so hopefully he doesn't take too long in doing so. Right there as well. But generally for the exterior, that's about it. I am planning. Oh yeah, it does have a hit right there, and then it has another hit on this side, but the passenger side, from my brother when he drove it once to work. In any case, I am replacing the cowl. As you can see, it is horrible. I barely got around to it after various issues with this car, so I am replacing that. As you can see, I removed this today. I'll probably be getting everything I need either tomorrow or the day after, or maybe Monday actually, because it'll be Sunday. So I will be putting that back in, because all I had in here was just bare metal. There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing. So that was very disappointing, the fact that it was that old. And these are also going to get replaced. I have some in the trunk, especially as you can see, these do not have spoilers. I do not know why they went missing. So the other one is actually taped, if you can see. And it took me a while to figure out why I had so much trouble putting on windshield wipers on my car, until I found them on FCP Euro, found the spoiler, and I realized that was a part that this car was missing. So I did get some out of the junkyard. I changed the motor on this one too. Along with these lights, they were actually missing. I don't know why they took them off, but I got that done, and I had these just hanging there in just in case I ever need them. But yeah, these are the ones that I have. They come with the spoiler. They actually have wiper arms or wiper blades on them right now. So I am gonna replace them. They have a little bit of chipping up there, but I'll touch it up with something or something. But yeah, these are the ones I'm gonna put it with, or put on the car. Yeah, they're spoilers, so that'll be good. That'll probably make it a lot easier. This is the trunk. I had an E46 center air vent. I wanted an E39. I didn't realize that they were not cross compatible, but yeah, they look the same. I bought it, but yeah, it turns out it doesn't fit. I have this CD changer in the back. I have the battery over here. And yeah, that's really dirty. We've been getting a lot of seeds lately, so that's unfortunate. But you know, I don't have a garage, so I can't really do anything, and I do live on many trees. In any case, yeah, I have my toolbox. Pretty much everything in it. I have the screwdriver inside. I do not have the spark plug tool, but I think that would be the most of everything that I would be missing. I got the warning triangle off of a 740i or something. Can't really remember. Okay, I'll give you a little show of the interior really quick. Oh yeah, I forgot. So this is the interior. Sorry, it's a little dirty, and I am missing an actual mat on the driver's side. I'll be getting to that later. So this is really dirty, but this is the interior. I have the black interior, black on black basically, and then we have the trim, which is, you know, that almost, I don't know, I forgot what's the name for it. I think people called it technical trim or something like that. I can't really remember. It's almost like a carbon fiber sort of finish, or like a wood grain finish with like a carbon fiber mix. I don't really know how to describe it, but thing is, I really do like it. I think it looks sharp. I think it looks really nice. The interior, I have done a lot to the interior. This seat, or actually the previous seat that it had, was actually torn right here. It does have some stitches. I stitched it up right here. It was coming out, so I stitched that. But I sewed it up. But right here it was torn. Right here, and all this was just ugly and cracked and everything, almost like that seat. But that seat is actually in a lot better shape than the one that the car had on the driver's side. It was a lot worse. So yeah, I swapped it out from a junk car that I found in a junkyard. The steering wheel, I have a protector on it, but it's in good shape. It is heated, and it has all the controls. It was actually torn, the first one it had, and the heating element was actually just, you know, all the copper wires were coming off and everything. So I changed that as well. I got it off the junkyard for about $17, and I changed that, and now it works fine. So, you know, I really like that, you know. So I've done that. I did all that in regards to this. I also replaced this right here, you know, the center console insert, along with this handle right here, and along with the tray in here as well. I did all that. I found the cigarette lighter. Oh, right here. I have an aux input thing that I plug into here to listen to music, but anyways, I have it right here. It was also missing when I got the car. The radio does not, you know, it has a dead pixel, so actually. So the radio does have the dead pixels, unfortunately. I'm planning on fixing that very, very soon. It does work. Oh, yeah. So it does work. I have the cassette player, you know. I was planning on changing this as well. I wanted to get a new one, just so it looks nicer. And I also wanted to change the shift knob to a short one, you know, for less throw. And and I also wanted to work on some of the bushings just to make the shifting cleaner. It has a lot of play. Like, for example, if I put it in first, it has a lot of play. So yeah, but that'll be something for the future. Here's the dash. It has 227,000 miles, about to hit 228. I got it when it, my father got it when it had about 218, and then he sold it to me. I don't remember how many it had, but, you know, I drove it for about, you know, a few months. You know, I got some lights for it and everything, and then it blew the head cylinder cracked, and then I had to deal with the oil mixing with the coolant, and I had to deal with all that. And I was faced with a tough decision of whether trying to sell it or fixing it, so I decided to fix it. I took the risk. I got info. I was actually going for some mechanic classes at school, at a community college, so I got info from there. I dropped it. I decided I didn't want to work on cars. I just wanted to work on my own, really. I really love this car. But I got info from there, from other people online, you know, YouTube and everything. Some people who were rebuilding M52 engines, you know, I was able to reach out to them to get some advice. So I did a head gasket job on this car, and, you know, I fixed it around 224,000 miles, and now it's, you know, it's about to be 4,000 miles since I've driven it. I fixed it in last September, and it's been going fine. So yeah, that's really the only light that's on is the airbag light. That's about it. I was having trouble with the traction lights, but, you know, they have turned off after I changed two wheel speed sensors, so that's working fine now. As you can tell, there's a -40 for the ambient air temperature sensor. Mine's missing. It was ripped out or something when the splash guard was broken. That's how I also got it. I replaced the splash guard. Haven't gotten to the ambient air temperature sensor, but I did order it, so I'm going to be replacing that soon. Apart from that, I have blue lights in the car. Thought it's interesting. It looks really it's over there, but it looks really nice at night. The headliner is sagging. That's unfortunate, but you know, eventually I'll get to it one way or another. I've had a lot of plans for this car, but they always end up getting put off because of more major issues coming up. You know, the driveline I also had to fix, the flex disc I had to fix that, you know, the drive shaft centering sleeve, all those things, you know, just a lot of things that have been going on and haven't allowed me to have the car working up to how I want it, or not looking or, you know, performing every the way that I wanted at the time that I wanted to. But you know, I had it blessed. You know, I had my car blessed actually. I don't know if you guys are believers, but I am. I had it blessed, and so far, you know, it's been working very, very well. And you know, I thank everyone that has helped me, you know, in the forums and any which way that has helped me to get this car up and running. Oh no, yeah, this is cracked. I'm gonna replace it. I haven't been able to find one. Like I said, the one in the back, it's for an E46. It is not compatible with the E39, and I'll just replace it later. It does work. Everything works on it. Just, you know, it's kind of ugly looking with this part, but you know, I don't really want to spend $200, you know, $180 just to replace that. But you know, that'll be something for the future. Like I said, I want to replace this boot, this one as well, but like I said, this is more aesthetic than anything. And yeah, I mean, the car is generally in good shape in the interior. It's relatively nice. It's a little dirty right now. I haven't gotten around to cleaning it, but I'll show you the engine bay really quick. Okay, sorry, this is really hard to do with one hand. Okay, there we go. So this is the engine bay. Like I said, the cylinder head is remanufactured, so it is BMW. I don't think you can actually see it down here, but yeah, it is BMW. It's remanufactured. I got it from, I can't remember the name. If I do, I'll try to write them down, but they did a really good job. They sent me a really good one. A fair enough price, I suppose. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find one at a junkyard, but I got that one. 2-year warranty. You know, I changed the water pump, the thermostat, a lot of the coolant hoses. I changed a lot of the vacuum hoses. I changed this hose as well. So you can see it's really clean right there. The radiator hoses. I changed this on the Vanos, the plug seals, the access plug seals. I changed the seals themselves in the Vanos. I did the anti-rattle kit and the seals from Bayesian Systems. I did that. I changed the power reservoir, power steering reservoir. I changed that. The hoses leading up to it, I also changed those. The one going into over here as well. That one right there. You can see the other one is old, but the other one is new. I actually found where this box was supposed to go, and I never knew it was supposed to go there. So now I had it hooked up right there. What else did I do? What else? I did the head gasket with an OEM BMW one. It was the 0.3 millimeters or something thicker. I think it was like 2.05 millimeters total. So I did that one, BMW OEM. Stretch bolts, washers, I did that. I did the valve cover gasket. These seals are beginning to crack. But you know, eventually I'll have them replaced again. Apart from that, yeah, the paint over here is wearing off, but it's no biggie. What else have I done to this car? I have a brand new air filter in there. I changed the fuel filter. Like I said, I did the flex disc. What else have I done? I changed the switch for the auxiliary fan, which I also changed. It has not been turning on, but I believe that is another issue. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it might be the ambient air temperature sensor, or maybe this pressure sensor right here that is broken. I never really knew what this was for until the other day I was fooling around, and I found that sensor, which is a high pressure the high pressure AC refrigerant sensor, whatever, that actually belongs to that, and it even has the part number right there. So that might be another cause for it. The AC actually works. It actually blows cold air, even though the aux fan does not turn on and everything. I try not to use it though too much because I don't want the car to overheat or anything, but yeah, I am getting this fixed as well. I also ordered it, so hopefully I'll, you know, get the refrigerant pulled out, you know, hold the vacuum, hopefully there's no leaks, get that inserted, and then, you know, refilled, and hopefully maybe eventually the aux fan will turn on itself. Check the fuses. I haven't been able to actually check the relay, so I might do that next, but you know, I want to take care of the other things first, the things that I know are missing before I do anything. I do have this rubber seal right here that was missing. I found out that this is that my car is supposed to have it, so I just got it. You know, I'm very peculiar about small things, so I got that for it. Also got this plastic which had been broken. This is original cool bottle. What else have I done to this car? I did this thing right here, changed the hose under. Yeah, like I said, this is a wiring for the headlight. This is just a ground wire that I took off this bolt, bolted this on, and then it has a little plug. You can't really see it, but it attaches right to the turn signal light, and I can actually pull it off. You know, it has like a contact that I can just slide it off from, and I can just take off the entire light, hook up my old lights, and just have it running like normal. So it's like I said, it's very minimally invasive. You know, I just like them. You know, I think they look really nice, and I'll actually turn on the car for you. I can't remember. Like I said, I've done a lot of things to this car. Now the rear window regulator, I've also changed that. I think 3 times. 3 times it has failed on me. It hasn't failed anymore. Still doesn't work. It sounds very, very suspicious whenever it's working. But you know, for the meantime, I'm letting it be. You know, I have other issues with this car. Lately, it's been running very, very well. I've not had issues. I do plan to overhaul to completely replace the suspension, but you know, that'll be later on. Like I said, right now I'm going to do the cowl, and we'll see where that goes. And also, I did want to note, these are missing because, you know, when I changed the auxiliary fan, since it didn't turn on, I left these off just in case I had to take them off, since they were difficult to take off in the beginning, since I wasn't aware of how to take them off. So I'll put them back on later on, since I already confirmed that this does indeed work. When I jumped the switch, I used a paper clip and turned it on, and then using the plug, I used a paper clip and jumped the ground to the 2 wires one by one, and it did turn on the fan in different speeds, so at least I know the fan is good. In any case, let me turn it on so you guys can hear it. You know, yes, it's not a 540, it's not an M5, it's still a good car, still a really good car. I also had the starter changed when I was taking everything apart. Just figured I might as well, since I was actually having issues with it. I also changed some of the throttle body gaskets. I changed that. The boot is also brand new. The idler control valve hose is also brand new. The nav sensor is also new. I changed it because my mechanic said that was the reason that I had misfire codes. Did not solve them, so I ended up changing all the ignition coils, and since then my car has been running with no issues, so hopefully that fixed it. But yeah, this is the MPP2 engine. And the reason I wanted to post this video, you know, just apart from, you know, me liking the car and everything, I'll turn on the lights for you guys. It's just generally because, like I said, I see a lot of 540i's, a lot of M5s, you know, and I feel that all cars should be a little more appreciated, because I'm sure, obviously, I mean, there are more cars and everything, but, you know, I just wanted to show mine off. More so because, yeah, it's not a perfect car, as you have seen. It has a lot of issues, especially with the rust and everything. But I still don't want to give up on it. You know, it might be foolish to some, but, you know, maybe one day I will be able to get it fixed if it's fixable. And if not, you know, then oh well, I'll drive it until it dies on me. But, you know, I thought that the head gasket job, you know, once I finished it and it did work out, I thought that, hey, maybe this is a sign that, you know, I'll be able to keep my car for a longer time. So, you know, I just wanted to post a video about it just to kind of show, you know, not all the E39s are all beautiful and everything. Some of them have been neglected too much, and then it's, you know, up to the owner to see if they can fix it or not. And I've been trying, I really have, but, you know, we'll see what time tells and what happens later on. One thing I did want to mention is I did change the struts in the entire car. They're all new, but this side, for some reason, it has the M Sport suspension. Has a 17-inch, the 17 rims. The front sits a lot higher than it used to, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the strut. I know that the spring is supposed to dictate how tall it is, but I actually don't know why it sits so high. It is the original spring, you know, in good condition or whatever. Sure, it's a little rusty, but it's still relatively good. But yeah, after I changed it, it did lift up the car from the front. I don't know if the company, I got it from Rock Auto, I don't know if they sent me, let's say, the wrong struts or whatnot, but it does sit higher. I guess it's good for not hitting bumps and stuff. But yeah, so this is my car. sorry for the lengthy video. This is my first car video or whatever, so hope it's not too lengthy, but I hope you guys liked it, you know. And like I said, I did it more so just for the people that drive 528i's, the M52s or whatever, the cheaper, you know, more economic cars, you know, just to kind of, you know, show mine and show my progress and how everything has been. I really love the car. I think it's a very good looking car. I think it has a timeless design. I love the 5-speed manual gearbox that it has, and you know, lately it's been working fine for me. I plan to do the suspension overhaul, the wheel bearings and everything, to hopefully even improve it, and then hopefully the rust one day or another I'll be able to fix it somewhere. So anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry for the long video, and you know, if you know anything I can improve on, you know, being more detailed or less detailed or anything, let me know. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.